Hello there, welcome back to Golden Horde and the Great Khan. Last time we set up ourselves up for basically a vassal in China, and that is going to be really interesting to see how this works out. Basically now everything I require to start taking on, well, Ming here, and we're going to be trying to eat as much of Ming as possible, but as you can see from the base tax of these provinces, it's going to be really expensive to eat this through the diplomacy power, so we might have to keep them as a vassal for quite a while. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. But we did end the war quickly with just one province gain. Reason being, we are preparing ourselves for another war against Muscovy, where the goal of course is to eat quite a bit. Basically, probably 5 provinces, the 2 that Novgorod has claims to, and of course also Vladimir, Yaroslav and Kostroma is going to be sold to Novgorod over time. So that is the plan. We're also most likely going after Chagatai as soon as we're done with Muscovy. Well, I'll take those 3 points of mercantilism again. I had one of those events earlier too with the same guy, which is weird. I don't think that is supposed to be possible, but you don't see me complaining. Now, I do have a ton of money, so I can either upgrade my army, not really necessary, or I can upgrade my advisors, not really necessary. But I think due to the fact I have so much, I don't need a spy guy right now. I think I might as well just go for a military guy, then we can save money and use it on, well, more troops later. What is my force limit actually? 118. So I still have a lot to go on. I don't want to convert any of the lands. I think do I want to core this plot of the land? I think I do. As I said, I'm going to core basically the areas here myself, the ones that I take from the hordes, which is going to be a little bit expensive, but again, it's something I believe I can live with. Heretics of Human has been converted for release of Shun. Now, I was a little bit concerned here if I changed the... Yeah, I can still release them. I was a little bit concerned that they had to be confusing or something like that, but that's fine. Now, we'll wait for truces with Muscovy to run out. It's in December. So, basically it's 2 years still. And if we check out here, I have basically Oirids in a coalition against me as well. I don't really want to fight anyone right now because... Wow, that's downright dirty. Who has the... Do actually Muscovy have any allies? No, they do not. Do the Oirid Horde have any allies? Korea and Shan. Ming has Ayatollah. I might have to consider actually attacking Tibet here, which will most likely... No, I think we'll actually have to live in peace for a little while. Just, not do too much, because as things are currently set up, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Might have to focus on just lowering my aggressive expansion quite a bit here. Because right now it's kind of troublesome. At least lower my aggressive expansion with Ming, because they did get quite a lot. It will take 2 decades. Oirids will take far longer. Might as well just get rid of them. Muscovy itself will be even longer. So I'm a little bit unsure what to do next. I'm tempted to just try and see if I can actually get a province from Poland or something like that, or attack a Scandinavian ally. But again, that's not really too plausible. So for the time being, we'll just have to sit down and hold on tight, because this is not a good situation to be in. But we'll take the Smithian economics, which gives a increase in production efficiency by 10%, and also inflation cost losses. Now, I'm a little bit unsure if I actually do want to take these, but I probably will, just for the sake of the admin tech a little bit cheaper again. But with Ming in a coalition against me, things are starting already to get a little bit awkward. I might have to actually releasing the nation as a vassal might solve that, but I'm a little bit unsure what to do, to be perfectly honest. Shanach, I'm going to release you sooner or later. Why are you so pissed? But anyways, I didn't think Ming would get that pissed from what I did, but apparently they did. So we'll sit on tight here and see what happens. I'll do a little bit of thinking, and I'll inform you of my decision. Well, pretty soon. There we go. Then the integration of Uzbek is is done, and with that I get another 13k army. The Irish, of course, they didn't actually get an extra aggressive expansion towards me, which is a little bit surprising. Neither did Ming, so basically this works out to my advantage no matter how we look at it. And of course the added lands is also a bonus, and it's all cord, except for of course we promised the east, but we can sort that out pretty damn rapidly here by releasing Shun. There we go, Shun has been released, and I do still have a claim there, so as you can see, Ming has a little bit of a challenge ahead of it, but I'm a little bit unsure how I want to fashion a claim in the future. I might go for basically a war against Tibet after a little while and take Amdo, because it will give me basically a large province that is connected to a lot of land. So I might consider doing that. I think we'll spend money this time because it's useful. And yeah, basically now have Shun. Now we just have to get its provinces, which is going to be an interesting adventure. And I'm kind of tempted to get rid of Muscovy and Timurids altogether, just to be able to fight Ming off. So I'll have to do a little bit of thinking again. As I said, I still have no idea what I want to do. On the problem dealing with Muscovy and everything here due to the coalition. I might, as I said, just wait until Yaroslav, Kostroma and Vladimir. There do we have Kostroma. But as I was saying, I might actually try and improve my relations with Ming and just try and wait. But seeing as we are rivals, it doesn't really make too much sense to just wait here. I will rival them back. That is at least fine. But yeah, this is kind of an awkward position to be in, no matter how we look at it. There's not much I can do. I can't even fabricate a claim on Scandinavia, Terra Incognita. I might just have to go for going for that next set of ideas and go for, let's see here, what's it called? Expansion ideas, because that will allow me to get a permanent casus belli against less advanced nations. Now the big question is, these guys aren't really less advanced. That's the problem. They have a 60% negativity to tech. I have a 75% bias to tech, so no matter how we do it, they will still come out on top, fortunately. So I think what we'll actually have to do is just try and drag Ming into wars through alliances. Ally with Aihuta, can't really do anything there. What I can do, of course, is just go for the annexation of Balochistan and basically do some bad things over here, go after Poland, basically try and well, sort things out. Now the ally with Austria and Naples, the Ottomans will not join in due to Ottomans is in depth, but I think it's probably time to get the two Genoan provinces. That is what I'm thinking here. And as you know, I have everything I require from Russia here, I believe. The Baltics, Belarus, Ukraine, Eastern Balkans. So yeah, I'm going to need these two, and when I take Genoa, the Ottomans are probably going to break their alliance. But we'll basically just have to wait and see how it actually plays out. So we'll wait until the Ottomans are no longer in debt, and then we'll probably declare a war on Genoa. We'll see how that goes. There we go, I did a little bit of an investment here, just sent Ottomans the money they needed as a gift, and Austria and Naples. Austria is definitely going to become war leader. Austria is allied with Poland, Alsace, Brandenburg, Württemberg, Ferrara, Genoa and Savoy. Except for Poland there's not really any strong allies, and basically here, what I would prefer is actually to go for a conquest casus belli in theory, but the fact of the matter is that I will have to, well, discuss with Austria then. So I think we'll actually just go for a show superiority war here. And again, this is kind of a risky maneuver, going for a war against Holy Roman Empire, Poland, the entire shenanigans, so to speak. But yeah, it's kind of what I think we need to do here. We are behind in tech still, but if I can take those two Genoan provinces now while I wait for everything else to cool down, then we're probably at least better suited than we are now, more or less. I also have the manpower to challenge this. Austria couldn't actually bring that many people into the war, also, which is even better. Well, they have Poland. which is not best, but we'll still dwarf them in numbers, but they will probably dwarf us in tech. Of course, if they can't get it by sea, then they'll be in a little bit of a troublesome situation. Poland, I can potentially get out here rather rapidly, so that's at least a bonus. If we just siege a little bit of Poland's lands, get them out of this, they'll well, not be able to do much. The Ottomans winning that first battle is important as well. So basically, winning battles, making sure that we have the bigger forces is definitely going to be helpful. Yeah, like here. We are just tossing men into the battle to win it. And that is basically the way that we have to do this. We're already 10% war score. If I can get both of these, then I'm basically set. Then I don't have to bother with the Roman Empire at all. So I'll show you if there's any bigger battles that I myself participate in, but I'll probably leave most of it to the Ottomans and my vassals. We'll see how it goes. Well, the funny part here is I now know how Africa and Europe looks. I do not know how Scandinavia looks, apparently, which is closer. A little bit annoying, but sensible, I guess. France haven't actually been able to do much. They've taken a little bit of land in still in Aragon, but that's really all they've done. That and getting rid of Burgundy, but on that they've mostly been quiet. Brandenburg has been doing some moves on their own, and all in all here, I think we are looking in a good scenario. I think at least we just need to get some more victories and siege some more Polish lands, and then I think we're basically done. Once we've done that, we have Naples down here as well, of course, that we need to deal with, but all in all, I think this alliance is going to get most likely one, if not both of these provinces. It's going to cost 88% war score though, so we do need a pretty serious, well, victory here, which is going to be a little bit awkward to get, I think, but it's not impossible. It's definitely not. Now the big question here is, can I win this battle if I join up both forces? We have a lot of forces coming in to help. This one that's going to Sofia is going south. So attacking smaller armies is probably going to be the way to win this. Now, apparently I had one army standing here that got into rebel issues. But yeah, I might just lose this battle here, unfortunately. No, I'm actually going to win it, even with negative modifiers. Especially if I get help. Didn't actually lose that many troops either. I'm actually pretty damn powerful as an army. I think I'm actually going to also take a next level of tech here. This devoutness, and the reason for that is actually this, leader shock +1. Basically, I get an extra shock modifier, and also we get a little bit more tolerance of the true faith, all which is good. And I'm basically going to be using this army to hunt down and destroy enemy forces here. If I can just fool some of the participants out of this, then things are going to be looking a lot better. And of course I'm suffering attrition because I'm using a little bit too big of an army running around here like a dumbass, but basically here the Austrians don't really have anything on me anymore. And we have a pretty decent situation here going for us. Force-wise we're still pretty equal, but a lot of those forces are actually running. They are fleeing from the battlefield, so there's not really too much here to stop us anymore. There we go, 10,000 men annihilated. And if we catch that Austrian army that is now really good at running, then, well, it caught itself for us, as you can see here. It got caught and, boom, destroyed. So, if I can just piece out Poland here, I think much of it is already done. Then we just have to piece out Naples and everyone, and then I can live happily ever after. And I can actually get Poland almost out of this, so we're definitely looking good. Of course, getting both of the provinces is going to be a little bit hard, but I would prefer just having one war here. And as you can see, Poland is a lot of their forces. Get Brandenburg and Poland out of this, then things will be even better. But I am going to get a lot of war score here from, as you can see, attack ones enough battles to get another 30% from that alone. So that will be really useful. Now Poland, are you ready to? Well, I'll allow the battle to rage, and if I find any more bigger battles, I'll show you. This should be a victory in the bag, even if there's a 30,000 man army here, because it's going to get trashed by the unified defense force right now. So, oh, Azov defects to Golden Horde. The local authorities are asset, no problem adapting the rules and laws of the occupier. Now, due to the disastrous progress of this war, they have already accepted the foregone conclusion of the transfer at the peace table and have legally defected over. We'll integrate them into the Golden Horde. Thank you, I guess? Which means that I'm that much closer to getting it. Now, I don't think this one can affect, because this one is actually Tatar and Sunni culture. So, or Tatar culture and Sunni religion. Now, what should be done, though, as soon as Poland actually pieces out here, I think, so we'll give them a white piece, and we'll see how that affects full score. It doesn't affect, well, it didn't affect full score well, but I just basically have to wait here. So, even though we'll drag the episode out a little bit, I'll wait and finish this war. There we go. As you can see here, the Austrians will now accept that we will take Kaffa from Genoa, and we're going to do that, of course. It's good for business, so why wouldn't we? And we're going to call this one and this one right away, although it will be a little bit expensive. It's definitely worth it. So there we go. We have now put ourselves in a pretty dominant position, I'd say. We have more or less taken well, the provinces that we need, and that puts us again in a really good position. Now I'll just fix my forces here, get everything up and running, and I'm really uncertain what we'll do next, though. I'm really tempted to try and attack Ming again, but the alliance is kind of awkward here. Getting Show into war won't really help me either, so the only real target for me now is Scandinavia, but they're cowering in the bathtub, so to speak, so it's no real reason for me to attack them, which is, again, kind of annoying. But at least what I could do, of course, is continue with Persia, just going after Baluchistan. It will give me aggressive expansion, but I have no idea if it will give me aggressive expansion with Ming. If that's the case, then I think I'll just go for a white piece or something along those lines. So I think next target here is right away Baluchistan. Just go for taking them out, because they do still have 2 Persian provinces. We also need 2 of the Timurid provinces and a Mughal province, which is, I believe, their capital. So we have to go for annexation there too. So all in all, I still need to do a lot of conquest in this area, which is not the best, but it's possible to deal with. Coalition is the fact that Ming joined the coalition is a little bit annoying, but not much I can do about that. Hold the phone. Moscow has left a military coalition against us. They finally understand we pose no threat. Well, we do. Next time, we're going after Muscovy again. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and, well, we'll deal with Muscovy next time. Bye.